Yes, sir. So it's been a couple weeks, or almost a couple weeks, since DMX passed away. A lot of people are still grieving, rightfully so. He was a raw, authentic artist, a good actor. But on the flip side, just like your ordinary Jane and Joe, he was battling his demons every single day. These are the unpleasant conversations and the topics that a lot of people don't want to talk about because they are just that unpleasant and uncomfortable. But just like your ordinary Jane and Joe, you have to reach out to those around you. You can't shed crocodile tears for the individuals that you may admire or you may idolize, even though you're not supposed to idolize anything in this world but the Most High. We shed these tears, go about our business the next day or the next week. Meanwhile, we have individuals who's around the corner who are a phone call away that we see battling their own addictions, battling their own vices, but we don't say anything about that. The problem with my people and people in general is that we don't give people their flowers while they are here on this world. We watch them self-sabotage themselves because it has no effect on us. We wait till they're dead and gone to give them praise, to wish that we could have did something to help, or wish something could have went in another direction, or wonder why we didn't see the red flags or the warning signals because we're too preoccupied with ourselves in this madness of this world that's basically a cesspool that wants to keep you distracted. They want to create, they want to have everything that you admire, that you like, and turn it into an opioid so that you're addicted to that, so that you're not really concerned about everything that's going on the outside. They want you just consumed with yourself. So many people have a cousin, an uncle, brother, sister, whatever, that has an alcohol addiction, weed, whatever it is, but nobody wants to say nothing. And then when anybody says anything, they take it personal, take it the wrong way, and then they end up self-sabotaging. A lot of people don't like reaching out for help. A lot of people take advice as a tax, and it's just not the way that it's supposed to be. But it all starts inside because we're battling demons. But that's when we have to revert back to the Most High for some guidance, discernment, a better judgment on the way that we do things. I just want to touch up on this video. A lot of people might have saw it already, but just watch it again. Just hear the message real quick, because just like I said, you have people around you, around the corner, next door, in your own family, in your own household, that are battling addictions, and you don't say anything about it. You don't try to help them. You don't try to get them help. You got to help people help themselves, even when they don't want the help. It's all for the greater good, because you can't wait until they're dead and gone. You got to do it right now, because this happens more than often with certain individuals that get introduced to the drug life and things that come along with certain lifestyles and things of that nature, and then we think that it's cool, glamorous, and all these things, but all it is just vanity, and all it is just leading you down a rabbit hole in a path of destruction. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think right is bad, and then bad is right. We're living in a world where we're just coming into the world of opposites. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story. Let's check it out.
Referring to incidents occurring in past times when the beats of my profession, I had no rhymes with the daytime change, and so do a mill. That's when I remember journey up the MC Hill to make my first step forward to leave behind my past. Had to put my future first, everything else last. First rhyme was unacceptable, but that's what changed by taking parts of words but then rearranging. It was like a story, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what it was back then. And man, this guy, this guy, and I could tell by his response that it was a dope rhyme. I'm like, okay, so we worked at it like that. But this guy, man, this guy.
He's referring to his rap mentor. I believe his name was Reddy Ron.
This guy, he introduced me to what would be the best part of my life, which would be the rap. But he also, the theme of my life is blessed with the curse. And the curse aspect of it was, listen, I didn't smoke cigarettes, I didn't smoke weed, I didn't do anything. I'm 14 years old, and me and my man do a robbery one night, and it was his birthday, and we came back, we split the money. I said, here, take this, go get something nice for your birthday, whatever. So he came back with a blunt rolled up, and as I'm counting the money, he lights the blunt, and I said, I was impressed. I don't really smoke, nigga, fuck out of here. And he passed the blunt around, and wow. the blood. And I'm like, I was no longer focused on the money. I never felt like this. Like it just fucked me up. I'm like, the fuck. And I later found out that he laced the blunt with crack. My thing. Why would you do that to a child?
Correct.
And this nigga, like 30, you know what I'm saying? And he knew how I looked up to him.
Yeah.
He knew how I looked up to him, you know what I'm saying? And why would you do that to somebody who looks up to you like this? I mean?
Take your time, brother.
A monster was born. A monster was born.
Brief intermission, but that's usually how the story goes. A monster is always created from some childhood traumatic event. That's why he said that he idolized this individual. You do not idolize anything in the flesh. How many individuals are on these social media sites idolizing these quote unquote famous individuals where they don't know them from a can in the paint or a hole in the wall? You will believe these people that you see on these platforms just because they have 1 million followers or so on and so on, that they're living these lavish lifestyles, that they're from these areas that they say. But somebody that's around you, you won't believe that individual if he said that he smashed this girl. Now you saying that this man is lying on his dick. Somebody make it make sense. We can't be so simple out here. Everything. Whether it's this dude, he's becoming a little hoe now because he has trust issues. You have this girl, she's a hopeless romantic now because she believes that everybody is going to love her or show her the love that she's been fiending for. Everybody's trying to fill a void with a vice out here. The music that you listen to promotes destruction. Everybody's drinking lean. Everybody's getting high. Everybody wants to just fuck. Everybody is just doing whatever the fuck they want to do because that's the land that we're living in. Do what thou wilt. It's nothing but Luciferian lifestyles, but that's another story. We're living in a cesspool, but only people will get out of their own way, reach out for some help, don't feel too embarrassed, because a lot of people that you might call weird, strange, or a little off are battling demons, but they feel too embarrassed to come out and say it because you might just call them weird or strange. But they don't understand that a lot of people are really going to sit there and hear you out, have some understanding, and give you some advice. And like I said, do not take it as an attack. You have to do some soul searching if you're dealing with some problems. You can't put up a selfie. You can't put up some materialistic shit, something in vain, just to hide what you're really dealing with because you want to hit a dopamine from your quote unquote followers to make you feel good. How could somebody be coming out here talking about, I'm looking for somebody to make me feel happy. I'm looking for somebody to make me feel good. Aren't you supposed to be doing that for yourself? How can I make you happy when you're supposed to be happy already? And then we're just going to be two happy individuals together marching down the Jolly Green Giant Road. You feel what I'm saying? Too many people are living a lie. Too many people are trying to escape from reality. That's why so many people are getting addicted to every other thing in this world. All these devices, like it's an opioid. It don't matter if it's a pharmaceutical. It don't matter if it's some kicks. It don't matter if it's drugs. It don't matter if it's games. It don't matter, bro. Whatever you love, you might have a strong addiction to that thing. You just don't know it. We got a lot of people out here smoking weed and whatnot. They don't even watch what the people are doing or watch what the people put inside that blunt. Smoke it, the shit tastes weird. Now when you smoke regular weed, the shit does not taste the same, and now you need something stronger. You know what I'm saying? That's how things lead up to another thing. Everybody got to stop looking to do this thing before they do that. I got to get high before I go to work. Individuals out here with nips in their purses or their book bags because they can't get over a day without getting a little nice from a shot of Fireball, man. Stop running to these vices. Go back to the Most High for some answers if you're looking for them.
What it is. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm glad it was you that I got to talk to. I mean, and, I feel like you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I point out the other aspects of the story. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just focus on, drugs. Like, no, hip hop. You had to, do something that was a part of hip hop. You had, it is what it was. You know what I'm saying? I did graffiti, all that. You know what I'm saying? I did the beatbox, but, you thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping me open that door because
Thank you, brother.
that's that's actually the biggest problem, not addiction. And I always say this. I mean, drugs were never a problem. Drugs were a symptom of a biggest problem, a bigger problem. And there was things that I went through in my childhood and where I just blocked it out. But there's only so much you can block out, before you run out of space. You know what I mean? And then you never know when, the things you stored away are just gonna come out and just fall all over the place. And it might not. It probably won't be a pretty situation. So I learned that I had to deal with the things that hurt me that I didn't deal with when they hurt, when they happened. I didn't deal with them then. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what, let me open this door and start dealing with this shit now before it comes at the wrong time and I just have a meltdown and, I'll be, no more good to anybody. So that's what, that's what's helped, you know what I'm saying, with addiction and sobriety and, just knowing that, let some of the stuff out.
Yeah.
And, I really didn't have anybody to talk to about it because, in the hood, it's like, I was like, all right, this is what it is. Like, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to even help with talking because so often talking about your problems is viewed as a sign of weakness when it's actually one of the bravest things you can do.
Yeah.
One of the bravest things you can do is, put it on the table and chop it up and, just let it out. And it has to be to the right person. It has to be with the right person. I'm glad it was you that I got to talk to. I mean, and, I feel like you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I point out the other aspects of the story. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just focus on, drug. Like, no, hip hop. You had to, do something that was a part of hip hop. You had, like, it is what it was. You know what I'm saying? I did graffiti, all that, you know what I'm saying? I did the beatbox, but, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for helping me open that door because
thank you, brother.
That's that's actually the biggest problem, not addiction. And I always say this. I mean, drugs were never a problem. Drugs were a symptom of a biggest problem, a bigger problem. And there was things that I went through in my childhood and where I just blocked it out. But there's only so much you can block out, before you run out of space. You know what I mean? And then you never know when, the things you stored away are just gonna come out and just fall all over the place. And it might not. It probably won't be a pretty situation. So I learned that I had to deal with the things that hurt me that I didn't deal with when they hurt, when they happened. I didn't deal with them then. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what, let me open this door and start dealing with this shit now before it comes at the wrong time and I just have a meltdown and, I'll be, no more good to anybody. So that's what, that's what's helped, you know what I'm saying, with addiction and sobriety and, just knowing that, let some of the stuff out.
Yeah.
And, I really didn't have anybody to talk to about it because, in the hood, it's like, I was like, all right, this is what it is. Like, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to even help with talking because so often talking about your problems is viewed as a sign of weakness when it's actually one of the bravest things you can do.
Yeah.
One of the bravest things you can do is, put it on the table and chop it up and, just let it out. It has to be to the right person. It has to be with the right person.
This man was battling demons ever since he stepped foot inside of the music industry, an industry that influences the lifestyle that he's trying to overcome. You can hear the pain inside of his voice when he describes the root to his addiction. That's why people cannot judge. You cannot make any assumption about any individual that you do not know because you do not know what anyone is going through in this world, and you do not know what's going on inside of their head, because a lot of individuals are operating on demon time and they are corrupted because it is a spiritual battle in this society. You cannot view anything in the flesh. It's all about principalities and morals. When majority of the society is being conformed to become individualist, overnight narcissists, they're only concerned about their tasks, themselves, and their agendas. And then they're led to believe that when you have your own problems, trials, and tribulations, you're all on your own, and that's far from the truth. We all have individuals around us, but we do not use the people around us because we feel too ashamed and lack the courage to come forward and talk about some things that's really troubling us. Whether it's addiction, depression, the list goes on. A lot of people might worry about the outside perception when you shouldn't give a damn about that. You're only worried about making progress and improving yourself. Don't worry about people might deem you as weak and things of that nature when you have more courage than the other individuals that you're worried about, because they portray themselves as perfect on these platforms. Meanwhile, they have a shit show to deal with behind the curtain. It's bravery, like he said, to come forward and talk about your demons, talk about things that you're trying to get rid of, your bad habits, the obstacles, the demons that you're battling. With these peers that you might have around you, your fam, co-workers and whatnot, if you lack communication with these guys, then you might have to seek professional help. A lot of people cringe when they hear therapist or therapy, as if they're too good for that. They're too proud. They have too much pride, when they do not understand that pride comes before destruction. A lot of people want to stay stagnant in their situations, but if you're not changing, how are you getting any better? It's so easy for individuals to throw on a mask and go to work and go to school, act like everything is all good. Meanwhile, you feel like shit on the inside. You go home, take the mask off, you wind down, you indulge into whatever you find solace in, you pass out, you wake up the next day and rinse and repeat like nothing ever happened. It's so easy to get high. It's so easy to drown in your sorrows. It's so easy to glorify yourself and talk about your individual statistics and everything that's going good. But what about the bad side? Everybody around today only wants to hear good news. Everybody doesn't want to talk about the real shit and the reality of this world, because not everybody is living a perfect lifestyle. Let's be real about it. A lot of people want their eardrums tickled, and a lot of people can't handle the truth. And that's what's corny about the society. And that's when you tell individuals the truth, they do not know how to take it. That's why a lot of people do not even feel the urge to open up. But you have to open up to the right individual. You have all this information out here, whatever search engine that you want to use, search up somebody, look at Google reviews, Yelp reviews, whatever it is, and find a perfect match to somebody that may seem like you can open up to. Because a lot of people are self-sabotaging day by day, destroying relationships, burning bridges, and destroying themselves at the end of the day, because they're not looking to improve themselves, because they're going for the temporary high, the temporary relief, the self-gratification of getting drunk and forgetting about their problems until the next day, and they got to deal with that bullshit sober and whatnot. But like I said, when it comes to the communication and everything, a lot of people got to stop praising the dead and show love and appreciation to people while they're still here. You have people that's right under your nose that's dealing with addiction, but you brush it off because that's all they know and that's all you know. A lot of people view shit as entertainment, but you got to nip that shit in the bud, because if something catastrophic happens, you're going to be kicking yourself in the ass. You're going to be thinking about what you could have done when it shouldn't come to that. You got to be proactive and take action now, and don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till something bad happens and things like that. A lot of people got to show love, more appreciation, and more love to the Most High while they still here. Stop treating themselves and the government and everything of that nature as their God and their religion. A lot of people have to start showing love to the people around them that really deserve it. That's why you have to have good people around you, good vibes, productive individuals, because that's going to influence you to be better. If you're hanging around low life, you're going to be the next low life. It is what it is. Communication has to get better, like I said. People might disregard you because they might not take it as serious as you are. They might say that you're overthinking and things of that nature. And on the flip side, you might take it as an attack. You might think that they're talking to you as if they're all high and mighty and whatnot, but you can't take it as that. And that's why you got to open up to whoever you feel comfortable with. A lot of people have to show appreciation, like I said. More phone calls, less text messages. When's the last time you called somebody that you were close to and you left a voicemail? And when is the last time somebody left you a voicemail like, your butterbean biscuit head ass, man? Hit me up when you get the chance. Things of that nature, you know what I mean? Something to make you crack a smile, because tomorrow's not promised and you never know when's the last time you might hear someone's voice. So I'm going to cut this short right there and just let you know, man, look out for those that's around you and don't start praising people when they're dead and gone, man. Appreciate them while they're here. I'm out.